Ag Technologies with Agtegra Cooperative. I'm here with Paul Bruns, sales specialist at Raven Industries. We had Raven as a guest at our Autonomy Field Day that we attempted that got rained out. Thought we'd bring this to you in a virtual fashion today and talk about their products. Paul, I'll let you introduce yourself.
You bet. Well, I appreciate the opportunity, Brent. So, as Brent said, Paul Bruns, Raven Industries. I'm a sales specialist. I've been working with the autonomy product that you're seeing here, known as OMNiDRIVE, for the last 3 years. And so what we have is a aftermarket add-on to an 8R tractor that allows us to automate the driving of the grain cart tractor. It allows us to, as you're seeing here, call that tractor and cart in to sync and match speed and position with the harvester to be able to unload on the go. Once that tractor has caught up to the combine, we will match speed and position. He slows down, that cart's going to match right along with him. When he gets done dumping on the go, he has the ability to then send it to a stage point to wait for the next pass to dump on the go, or can send it to an unload zone that can be adjusted on the fly so that the truck driver then can load their truck accordingly.
So Paul, you were talking about machine controls and be able to adjust where that tractor is pulling that cart in relation to the combine.
Yeah, so what this is the view basically the operator has. So they've called that tractor in to come up and sync with the harvester. When we do the initial setup, we actually park these machines side by side in the field and create what's called a sync point. So every time they call it to come back, it's going to come back to that exact same spot next to the cart. Once it gets there, it matches speed and position of whatever the harvester is doing. So as a lot of us in the past have probably gone in, we'll either speed up or slow down. Today, what we'll do with the cart is, as you can see on the tablet that he's got, the operator has his hand on, we actually add a nudge button function. So if he taps the up arrow, it's going to slide that tractor and cart 3 feet forward. He taps the down button, it's going to back it up 3 feet. Left and right will move it out or in a foot per click. So that way we can finish topping that cart off the way we need to. This is a really easy way to be able to move that machine, because if he pulls back on the stick, the tractor is going to slow right down with him, even to the point of a complete stop. So we have an emergency stop switch located in the harvester that's hardwired for power and signal. We have one as well that's in the tractor. And then there's also the ability for multiple handheld wireless emergency stop switches. We're going to make that tractor stop as fast as humanly possible, including actuating the brakes with 450 pounds of foot pressure on those brake pedals.
What about a water hole where we don't want that tractor to go? What do we do there?
So in the case that's happened too many times, there's people that forget, right? We want to make sure that this does not forget that there's a wet spot there. So right on the screen, he can draw in that wet spot and save it. And that cart will, from then on, until you delete it, avoid that area and plan its path automatically around that avoidance zone.
So Paul, you mentioned safety features and stop switches. These tractors, I see, we're installing quite a bit of visual safety devices on them. Can we talk through some of those?
So we utilize a couple of different forms of technology when it comes to obstacle detection, and then look at avoidance from there. So what you're seeing out on the front weights there, Brent, is a radar sensor that we mount out that acts very similar to what adaptive cruise does on a lot of our vehicles today. And that's feeling and looking for those echoes of an obstacle about 150 feet out in front of the machine. The top of the windshield, there's a couple of cameras. There's a downward facing camera, and then there's a forward facing camera. That forward facing camera is actually our perception camera when we're rolling through the field. When we get to within about 100 feet, we start to identify what that obstacle is, what is its path, and are we on a potential collision course with it. If we get down to within 20 meters of that obstacle, we actually will start to automatically slow the tractor down from whatever its commanded speed is. If we get to within 10 meters, we actually command that tractor to stop, which then puts an error or a warning message up on the tablet in the cab of the harvester to let the operator know, hey, there's an obstacle that's stopped this tractor from running autonomously.
Well, thanks, Paul. This was very helpful. You guys have an exciting product here. I can't wait to see where this autonomy stuff is headed with agriculture. I just see lots of opportunities here.
Absolutely. We see the autonomy piece is obviously very, very exciting, but this is an absolute journey, and it's not really designed to eliminate jobs. It's all about reallocating that help. We know help is harder and harder to find at the farm level.
Great. And I would add that, Agtegra, we've been along for the journey the whole way, and our Agtegra Innovation Center team can also help our producers with needs around this autonomy package. So anything you need relative to what we've seen today or talked about today, our Innovation Center staff are the experts we need to talk to.